Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're starting up marathon training again. So I'm going to take you along, do a weekly update like I did with the LA marathon. For this marathon, I'm going to be running the REVEL Big Bear Marathon in November. So it is Monday, May 26th. This is actually day one of training. It's an off day. I took it as an off day just because we had like a family barbecue and stuff. So as far as what to expect, I guess, for this marathon, my goal is to be sub 5.5 hours, I think, is my goal, which averages to a little over 12-minute mile. So that's where my training kind of is going to be. So this round of training, I'm going to try and work more on speed. Last block, the goal was under 15 minutes for every mile. So I need to cut that down by 3 minutes every mile. So I've done a little bit. I've done a little bit, but but no actual training. I've sprinkled in some runs here and there. But yeah, so that's where I am today. So we'll see kind of how everything works out. Also, Big Bear, it's basically just running down a mountain. So I want to try and do some some training up into higher elevation. So I'll be going up into Big Bear. My plan is to go up into Big Bear, or into the mountains, I don't know. Throughout the summer, luckily the training is gonna at least be starting in the summer, so I think probably the majority of it ends up being during the summer, I'd say, or at least half, I'd say. So anyway, nonetheless, today's Monday. It was day one, off day. I did end up doing like a 17-minute swim or something, but not really anything to write home about. Food today, I'm not going to talk about. I do want to talk about like when my diet kind of going into my diet. I want to talk about my diet with the training because I think that's good data for me to document. I liked kind of sharing all that last time around. I'm not going to share really any of that today because today was just kind of, technically it was day one of the training block, but it was an off day, so kind of really everything's going to really officially start tomorrow. So that's just the way it's going to be. So, that's where I am right now. I just wanted to do a quick check-in with this. I don't want to get too rambly about it, but I think that kind of goes over sort of my goals for this, is that sub 5:30, because last time my goal was sub 6, I think, or sub 6.5. I don't remember. But anyway, around 5:30 now is what I'm looking at. Sub 5:30, which is a little over, like I said, a little over a 12-minute mile. So we'll see. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, not sure if you can hear me because the air conditioning. Oh man. All right, but I just finished my 2-mile run. I was gonna run up a hill and run down, but there was some construction, so I'm not sure if I can go up the hill right now. So I just ran around. There's a park at the bottom of the hill, so I just ran around there. So it's basically like a trail run. Average pace, I believe, was 12:47 when I looked. So I gotta shave off about 47 seconds. Some factors to consider. One, it was all on dirt, so that slows you down a little bit. There's also some wind, so going against the wind, that does slow me down as well. But it'd be nice to be able to keep my pace no matter what the terrain. So there's my goal as of right now. It's also hot out, but that didn't really play too much of a factor this time. I haven't checked in with food today. I forgot, honestly. But I had an iced coffee today. So that's 10.3 ounces of coffee and I had 70 milliliters of the creamer. I know very particular about how many ounces, but it's just the ratio that I found is the best. So there was that. So yeah, iced coffee. For lunch, I had corn on the cob, and it was made with butter. It was left over from yesterday. So I had butter on it, salt and pepper, like I said. And it was whole year. It wasn't like cut in half or anything. And I had pasta salad, homemade pasta salad. I made about a cup of that. And I had a cafe latte premier protein shake. And then I was going to have a banana before my workout today, but I forgot to pack it out. So I ended up just grabbing a pack of Famous Amos cookies and had that before my workout, which is fine. My water, I need to make sure I get back in the habit of tracking my water. I want about a gallon a day. So far I've drinking 16 ounces this morning. This is 22 ounces, and this is my second one of these, so that's what, 44 plus 16, that's around 60 ounces of water I'll have after this. So that's right around the halfway point, I think, give or take a few ounces. But yeah, that's where I am right now. Like I said, I just went for my run, 2-mile run today. And, considering all the factors, considering it's hot, I'll be honest, it's hot. I was hot just from dismissal and stuff. It's it's like 90 degrees or something. So, considering all that, considering all that, I think for my first run, considering I know I haven't ran a whole lot, I haven't done a whole lot I definitely haven't ran outside, which is different than treadmill running. I've been treadmill running, which is a little bit more controlled, a little easier to maintain a pace. So, my goal is to have most of my marathon training outside this time around, because I like doing it outside. But if push comes to shove and I need to do an indoor workout, then I will. But yeah, that was today. First run in the bag, and now I've got stuff to do. So I'll check in when I get home. I'm not really sure what my plan for dinner is. I think it's going to be some sort of like chicken, vegetable, rice bowl or something. I don't know. I have to see. Bite. Grilled chicken with peppers and onions. I did about a tablespoon of olive oil in there. I put some seasonings in it and then putting it over rice. And that is dinner tonight. All right, guys, it's Wednesday now. I am relaxing. Today's supposed to be a cross-training day. So on my cross-training days, my goal is to do a full body workout, strength training workout, typically at the gym. I was going to go today. I might still go, but if I go, it's going to be later. I'm relaxing right now. We had water day today, this afternoon, so I need to cool off and kind of relax a little bit from that. But if I go to the gym, it'll be, like I said, later today. Hi, sweetie. Oh, there's my girls. They're all up in the bubble.
Okay, I guess Callie just did that. That one started it. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, that's the plan for the workout. But here's the thing: when I'm thinking about the workout, I'm tired. I know ideally I'd probably not want to work out today. Let's be real. However, I did schedule, like I mentioned on Monday, I scheduled that as an off day. So I shouldn't have an off day today. However, I did do a swim on Monday, but it wasn't even a half an hour. So like if the swim was like like 30 minutes or more, then I'd be like, okay, I can count that. I wouldn't worry about it. But it wasn't. It was like 17 minutes or something like that. So I don't know. I'm like, did I just count that as my cross training day for the week and take this as an off day, or do I just suck it up and go to the gym and get what I can in, or do I just do something else? I don't know. I haven't decided what my plan is yet. I guess I'll let you know. Food-wise, today I had my pasta salad and corn on the cob again, just like yesterday for lunch. I had my iced coffee with hazelnut creamer for, as like my breakfast stuff. The proportions were Liberty. The proportions were a little different, like how much of it, but details don't matter that much. It was right around the same amount. Let's see. I did have my my cafe latte premier protein. I had that actually after school today, because I didn't get a chance to have it. Also had a Kool-Aid Jammers juice pouch just because it was there and I wanted it. Water wise is something I need to work on. I didn't hit my goal yesterday. I was pretty close. Today, I feel like I might be able to do it. I should drink some more today because I've had a lot. I was outside a lot. And then I just had a banana too as well for this afternoon. Today dinner, I don't think I actually checked in very much yesterday. Yesterday dinner I did end up having my chicken rice. I had peppers and onions with chicken and rice, which was good. I had that, and then I don't know, I kind of grazed. I did have like a piece of cheese, and actually I showed you my dinner yesterday. Oh, funny that. But as far as a snack goes, I had like a little built bar puff one that was like cookie dough or something like that. But other than that, anyway, today, the plan, I believe, for dinner, we're gonna do like a chicken Caesar, grilled chicken Caesar, like chicken Caesar wraps, and then we kind of grill them on the foreman. So that'll be pretty cool. Yeah. So that'll be good. Like I said, I have my banana. Now that I'm back in marathon training, I make sure I have a banana every day just because it helps with like muscle recovery and stuff. So when I run and stuff, it helps. So yeah, I guess that's it. I might have a Celsius for a little pick me up, especially if I do decide to go to the gym later. So that's where I am right now. All right, updates. First off, dinner, change of plans. We both had long days. We ended up just ordering Taco Bell. So, it is what it is. Could have been worse, I suppose. So, I'm not gonna worry about it. So that was dinner, just Taco Bell. I'm not gonna say I did like a healthy thing or not, because I didn't. I just had what I normally have. It's all about balance, right? Workout wise, I'm gonna skip my run today. I'm gonna actually I'm currently trying to open my computer. I want to reevaluate my training plan for the rest of this week and see what I can do to adjust it. Just because, like, I'm tired, physically tired. Like, even just walking, like, I'm just noticing, I'm like, okay, I can definitely tell I'm fatigued. So I gotta listen to my body, take a little break. It's interesting, yesterday was only a 2 mile run, but I feel a little sore today, which is weird because I've done like runs like that, and I haven't felt like that. But for some reason, after yesterday's run, it did me in. I mean, not did me in, but it was a little bit more. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with the fact that it was a trail run. So, which wouldn't be surprising. So, anyways, that's my update. I guess I can kind of tell you how I'm doing the training. So, last time I think I had like a whole like spreadsheet type of deal. Well, that spreadsheet is gone. I lost that. I had lost a lot of stuff. I had a computer issue. So I actually went back to my original. So I have I just wrote an online paper. This is just the first page. So I have it on this line paper, and I'm also putting it into my Google Calendar. Especially since I need to plan a few things out. And see, even on this, it's different. So today originally was going to be a 3 mile run, and then tomorrow was going to be strength training. But I swapped those around because I knew today was going to take it out of me. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to take today off. Monday, I'm going to consider that my like cross training day for this week. Even though it was short, I'll consider it as a shorter cross training day. It'll be fine. So that means tomorrow, I think it looks like I'll be doing a 3 mile run tomorrow. Right now, I have a 4 mile run scheduled for Saturday, but I'm thinking I'm gonna want to move that to Friday. I think I'm gonna move my long run to Friday this week, and do my easy run. I might leave my easy run on Sunday still though. Do a 3 mile run on Saturday. So I'm not sure. But what I want to do is I want to kind of find some running routes that'll align with my goals for this time around. So I gotta figure that out. So I'm gonna play with that right now and basically go from there. I also have other stuff I gotta do. So that's that. All right, dinner tonight. I'm doing I have some leftover chicken breasts. That was just seasoned with salt and pepper. Some leftover broccoli. And then this is this angel hair style miracle noodle. So it's pretty low carb. I'm not too worried about low carbs right now because, hello girls. With marathon training, I should be having more carbs. It's just, this kind of gives the feel of carbs, but it's a little bit of a lighter option. I don't know. Yeah, I'll check in with you. All right, so let's talk. So it's, hi baby. It's Thursday the 29th, day 4 of this marathon training. It's marathon training vlog. I did kind of sort of halfway check-in on my run. So I did my 3 mile run. I stayed around the neighborhood today. That's just the way it worked out.
And then I did like a 9-minute walk after. That was just finishing up basically the route I was on once I hit 3 miles. My average pace on my run today was 12 minutes and 8 seconds per mile. I did pretty good, I'd say, the first like 2 miles or so, as far as keeping under 12. And then the 3rd mile, I did slow down pretty dramatically. I think 12:08 would still put me under a 5.5 hour marathon pace. So I think I'm okay. Let me think. 6 hours would be right around maybe a 13. So maybe I think a 13-minute mile is right around 6 hours or so. So I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong on that. So anyway, the point is, I think I'm okay on the pace right now. I do want to get it under 12 for these shorter runs eventually. But that's something to work toward, right? That's why we train. We want to be there at the end. But all in all, it was a good workout. What I'm noticing about this training block already is that I am, like, I just remember, like, when I started my last training block, it was like, okay, I got this. Like, it was like my first like couple weeks, like, okay, it was good, and I had that progressive buildup. It was working out well. I feel like for this one, I'm a little bit more. I feel like it's a little tougher, and I think part of that is, well, there's a few factors. I'm gonna do a little comparison here. So first off, when I started my LA marathon training block, I had actually been doing a lot of cardio stuff. Leading into that, I I was doing a lot of hiking, and I had done a couple runs too. So I had done a lot more cardio leading into that training block. Now I've been focusing more on strength training, although not super consistent, especially lately. But my point is, I haven't been doing as much cardio. I've been trying to get some runs in here and there, or some walks and stuff, but I haven't been doing like a lot of really good cardio like the last time leading into it. And I have done a lot more strength training, so I have more muscle than I did when I did the LA marathon. So there's that. And then jumping into this, I wanted to, also I'm trying to get a faster pace. So I'm pushing myself to maintain a faster pace. My last rate, the LA marathon, I believe was my pace had to be under a 15-minute mile. Whereas this one is more like under a 12-minute mile. So I'm trying to shave 3 minutes off of my average mile. So I'm pushing myself a little bit more to maintain that pace. So, but all that considering, I think the training is going well. I'm hoping I think it'll get easier as I get more into it, and like my my body gets used to running again. It's weird. I'm a little bit more fatigued. Like after Tuesday's run, I felt a little on the sore side. It was kind of weird, but there's a lot of factors. I think because it was on a trail, it was a little bit more challenging. So, plus everything else I just said. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point about that. But that's just some thoughts I had, I guess. I need to do better about like showing you my meals and stuff. I did just show you my dinner. I'm just gonna say I don't think the liquid aminos with those noodle things was a good idea. It was just kind of a little, I don't think I like the liquid aminos. I think it's one of those things, a little goes a long way. So I think it would have been better if I just put a little bit of that on some rice. But I wanted to flavor my broccoli because it had no seasoning, and I need flavor on my broccoli. So, but it was a good dinner. That was good, and it kind of gave me a carb feel without being carbs, but which I probably should have done more carbs, but it's okay. It's all about balance and everything. I did have, it's all about balance and everything, and I still have, so I don't. It doesn't bother me as long as have the energy for my runs and I'm satiated, and that's all I care about. So, and plus, this means I have room for like a carb snack if I wanted to later, you know. So breakfast was just my iced coffee and hazelnut creamer. I'm not gonna go into specifics every day about like how much of everything, because I don't know that you guys might care about it, but you might not. I know when I watch these sort of marathon training videos, I'm like, okay, I just want to get ideas of what you're eating. I don't care about how much you're eating. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. So, anyway, so breakfast, iced coffee, hazelnut creamer. Lunch, I had leftover Taco Bell, just some 3 soft tacos, no lettuce. And a cafe latte premier protein shake. And then I did have a little 2-pack of double stuffed Oreos while I was at work, because I was planning on going on my run on my way home, which I wasn't. I was planning on stopping at a trail that I like to do and just do a little bit of that trail. But then my wife kind of talked me out of it a little bit, because she's like, you realize it's like 90 something degrees outside, right? So I was kind of so that kind of gave me a little food for thought, and I'm like, well, I could just go to the gym. So I was going to actually on my way to go to the gym. My wife's like, hey, I need to ride somewhere. So I'm like, okay. So I had to come home, and it took a little bit. So needless to say, my run got delayed, and then I ended up just doing it in the neighborhood. But anyway, when I did get home, I had a banana. I'm trying to have one of those every day, whether it's with lunch or it's like pre-workout, post-workout snack. I had a little Reese's egg. I did have I had a Celsius as well. Give me a little pick-me-up, because I could tell one thing about coming home before I do a run is that, especially like this, I'm just tired, especially like this week. Yesterday was, yesterday I mentioned the water day. It just took a lot out of me, and so I think this made it, I don't know. It's a busy time of year, so Celsius was a good idea. So yeah. And then I'm just drinking some water with my dinner, which I got logged my water. I haven't been hitting my water goal of 1 gallon, so I need to make sure I focus more on that, especially as I start running longer distances, because I know I'm going to need to replenish my water a lot more. Especially since I'm doing majority of my training in summer, the hottest part of the year. So I need to make sure I am hydrating a lot, especially once I start doing my longer runs and stuff. So all in good time. Anyway, I've been rambling for like 11 minutes, so that's the lowdown of today. I'll try and check in with any snacks and stuff I have. And I'll work on that. I don't know. Bye. All right, it is Friday morning now. It's just getting up around. Hold on. I did not just get up, but it's getting to be around 10 o'clock right now. I just finished up a cafe latte premier protein. That was kind of like my breakfast, morning coffee type of deal. I'm debating right now if I want to have actual food or if I want to just go straight into my run. I do have my long run today, which is 4 miles. So I'm going to be getting ready to go on that run here in just a minute. So, because I want to get out there as soon as I can. So, I want to get out there as soon as I can so it's not hot. So, that's my update so far. I'll see you in a little bit. My face is almost as red as my shirt and shorts. So I just finished my 4-mile run. First half of it went actually okay. Second half, I actually ended up walking a good majority of it. I think, as you can see, I'm pretty red in the face. So I think because it's warm out, it's already 89. I think because it's warm out, I gotta make sure I take water for sure with me. I was just thinking, 4-mile run, I shouldn't need water, I should be okay, but obviously not. Because about halfway through, I was parched, and so I'm sure that played a factor into my performance. My average pace ended up being just under 14-minute mile, which is not good, so I need to work on that. Whew. So now I gotta go shower and maybe figure out some sort of food situation. See you in a little bit. All right, I just got out of the shower. I'm not having an actual meal yet. I'm kind of holding off because my wife should be home soon. So I'm kind of holding off because I'm sure she'll probably want lunch or something. So I'm kind of waiting for her so I can figure that one out. And then if she doesn't want lunch, then I will figure that out. I already know what I want if she doesn't want anything. But in the meantime, I'm just having this little snack of some kettle-cooked potato chips. I'm drinking water like crazy. It's my 3rd glass. So I'm counting each of those as 16 ounces. I think it's more like 24, but I count it as 16 because of ice and stuff. So 16 times 3, that's what, 36, 48? Yeah, sounds about right. So I'm hoping my water will be good today because I got so hot earlier. But it feels good. I liked the feeling of like having a nice shower after a good workout. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. I'll update you next time I have food, basically, because I already did my run today. So I'll update you more as the day goes on about food. Hopefully I'll actually show you food instead of just giving you the Cliff Notes version like I have been. Bye. Let's see, that's half beef bulgogi steak, half white meat chicken, brown rice, veg, green onion, flame broiler. Got sauce on the side if I want it. It is significantly later now. I don't even know I don't know if I checked in at lunch. I think, oh yeah, I did. I kind of told you what I had of the, told you. So I had the flame broiler bowl. I'm tired. These runs are really taking it out of me, and I think part of it is just because I'm running in the heat. So we'll see as time goes on. Anyway, I just came on here to tell you I'm having my daily banana. And yeah, it's 5:05 now. So probably within the next hour or so, I'll probably think about what I'm gonna have for dinner. I'm kind of thinking maybe like pita bread, pizza, but I'm not sure. I might change my mind. We'll see. Bye. So I just want to wrap up for tonight. I did finish off. After dinner, I had some Oreos and milk and some cashew rokas and nuts.
Kind of all I had today. I know it's whatever. Yeah. Till tomorrow. And just like that, it is 9:31 p.m. I'm getting ready to do my run. It's gonna be a 3-mile run. Let's see, like we ended up going to Olive Garden for lunch. So I didn't really have breakfast, but Olive Garden for lunch, I had their steak gorgonzola Alfredo, which is pretty good, with their gnocchi soup, breadsticks, peach Bellini iced tea. That is what I had for lunch, and then I had the leftovers for dinner, along with, and I had some Oreos and milk again tonight. And now I'm gonna go do a 3-mile run, and then I'm pretty much ready for bed. So, yeah. I'm tired, but I gotta get this run in. And I'm gonna do it outside. Oh, I think I have some reflectors I think I'm gonna put on, because dark roads, no street lights. Well, no, not really any street lights. And not a lot of sidewalks. So there's that. I need to stop talking because, like I said, I got 3 miles, which means I block out about 45 minutes, which hopefully is closer to about 35 to 40 minutes. But I block out 45 just in case. So let's get this done. All right, guys, so I finished my run. It went a lot better today. It was a 3-miler. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. It went a lot better today because it wasn't hot. So that confirms my theory that it's been a lot harder because of the heat. That confirms that. Also, my pace was slower, though. So that also makes it easier. But it was still fine. What I think I need to do, maybe for next week's training, or maybe I'll put it off to the week after, because next week I have a little bit of you'll see, but I'm going to be doing like a running challenge one of the days, so that might deter me from doing this, but I need to do some more treadmill workouts, which chances are which I know I'm gonna do some next week, but I need to do more of my regular training, especially my shorter ones, on the treadmill, so I can and I need to work on speed work on the treadmill, because what I realized, that helps me with my pacing, because the treadmill is more controlled, and so I can get my legs used to the feeling of how the pace is that I want to go. And then when I'm doing it outside, I can push myself to make sure I have that same feeling in my legs and go that speed. So that's what I'm thinking. That wraps it up for today. I'm not gonna, food-wise, I'm not gonna have anything else. I'm not hungry. So I'll probably just drink some water. I need to get better about tracking it and stuff. And then I'll probably I want to get to bed soon because I want to get up early tomorrow to do my run and everything. And because in theory, I'm starting another challenge, 30-day challenge tomorrow. But my last 30-day challenge, I didn't finish. So, and 5 a.m. challenges are indeed a challenge. So, did I say? That's awkward. We'll see. You'll see here on these training vlogs how successful I am before the video comes out. Probably. I keep wanting to look over here. The camera's over here.
I should start filming like this since I want to look over there anyway. Oh, now I'm going to look over. I can't make up my mind. Bye. I've done my 2 mile easy run today. It's Sunday, by the way. I'm eating a banana. I had a cafe latte premier protein shake this morning. And now for actual breakfast, I'm making those viral TikTok cinnamon rolls, except these are like really good ones. Let me show you the recipe. Timer's going off, but there's the recipe. This girl joined me on my easy run for a little bit this morning, but she's too easily distracted like her daddy. So I brought her back like after, I don't know, quarter mile, half mile, I don't know, somewhere around there. Between a quarter and a half.
Like sheep down on the